We're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so I do need a motion to adopt the agenda.
The only question that I have, and I
Okay.
think I texted Eric about it, was we're going into closed session to discuss statistics. I think after talking to you, I think that would be more related to personnel within the jail. So I feel more comfortable if we were talking about the issue of personnel in the jail.
If you leave it open, that's fine. I was gonna talk about staffing levels at night and stuff like that. That's why I wanted to go up. But if you leave it open, I'll work around it. That's fine.
Do you want him to do it first now and then do it for personnel too? Are you on personnel? I'm not on personnel.
I'm on personnel.
I say we do both.
Well, I mean,
It has nothing to do with how many people it just, it will show how many people we have working at certain hours.
Oh, we don't want that.
Wanting more people.
And open session,
Oh, no, not an open session. No. We'll go in
closed session.
closed session for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab our phone, never go over.
I'll take a motion to adopt the agenda.
Make the motion.
Okay, I have a motion on the floor. Supported. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Child Care Fund monthly report that we need to receive and file. Has everyone had a chance to reflect on that?
No,
no.
I did not. I didn't. It's not attached, so.
Yeah, that's why I didn't reflect on it.
yeah, I didn't either.
Okay,
Nothing here.
I know. Should we just push it on?
Push on.
'Cause there's,
Yeah,
yeah,
until
we're
she
gonna
gets
push it
here.
on. I mean, if there's nothing to look at, I don't think we should.
Oh, we can, yeah, because she
Receive and
normally
file
does a
it.
monthly report for
Yeah.
us.
Okay,
And I think it said it was the second month in a row. Yeah,
that there wasn't one?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
no money for her
no, sure, yeah,
then. Yeah.
refund.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have the darling Miss Kim Elke, who's gonna give us a monthly management update. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon. Thank you for a couple minutes of your time. Excuse me. So our call volume for January, we received 720 911 calls and 23 inbound text requests for assistance. That's down slightly from December. We had 787 911 calls and the same 23 inbound texts. A number that's a little more indicative of our actual workload. In January, we had 1,940 entries for the month into our CAD system. So for example, a traffic stop is not gonna involve necessarily a 911 call, but it can involve several entries into our record system.
Okay.
So that 1,940 is that, and that's down ever so slightly from December. We had 1,990. A couple other items for you. We are going to be hosting some trainings in Alpena County. Region 7 Homeland Security received some grant funding from the feds, and they're offering some trainings throughout the region. There are 4 opportunities for training for active shooter response and management. They are offering 4 of those across Region 7, which encompasses 17 counties, and Alpena was able to secure one of those trainings. And the other training that we're offering is a 2-day training. I want to thank the sheriff. They are offering their training room for us for all 3 of these days. The second training in April, that's 2 days. It's a tactical emergency casualty care. This is training like for the medical responders, how to care for an injured person in that kind of an environment, and gives them additional skill set, trainings for keeping themselves safe. And we are the only one in the region who's offering that training. We as in Al, Al secured these trainings from Region 7 to bring to Alpena. The grant was $13,200 for the region, and just shy of 8,000 is coming to Alpena County for those 3 days of training. So we're really excited about that. And that's kudos to Al. He happened to be at the meeting when this was being discussed, and he jumped right in line. And our local fire chiefs are very happy about the training because it's more complicated and more expensive to send their teams out of town to the trainings. The trainer, all of the costs for the curriculum is all paid up front from the grant. The only thing we have to front is they've asked us to provide food for the day. So we'll provide coffee, donuts, whatever, and then lunch, and they will reimburse us for the food costs. That's the only thing we have to front and wait for a reimbursement. So we're excited about that.
Nice.
Something new that we just learned about today that I'm excited about. I received a phone call this morning with a follow-up email. And Alpena County has been invited to become a member of the Northern Michigan Area Committee of the Coast Guard. So that's my phone. It's new and it's still slippery. I haven't gotten a case for it yet, so I apologize for that. So I have a meeting later this week. The Coast Guard, we haven't had a representative in Alpena County for a while on this committee. And because of our size and being right on the lake, they very much were hoping to get our participation on the committee. So I'm excited to go later this week and find out what this committee is all about. Just in a nutshell, it is public and private entities committed to improving federal, state, local, tribal, industry, and stakeholder response to actual or potential discharges of oil or releases of hazardous substances into the marine environment, either intentionally, negligently, or accidentally. And the primary responsibility of the committee is to ensure the committee's readiness to mitigate the impact of an incident on public health, the environment, and the economy. So we're excited to take part in those conversations and see what we can do there. That's all I have. If anyone has any questions.
I don't think so.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, we do have action item number 1. The committee recommends approval to authorize the treasurer to disperse the quarterly first responder calls payments from first responder calls line item 210-651-803.001 and appropriate on a quarterly basis in 2024 as presented. I'm assuming everybody can see that. 50,000 to the city, 39,000 to charter, 6,000 for Green, 3,000 Hubbard Lake, 4,000 Long Rapids, 3,000 Maple Ridge, 6,000 Sanborn, 6,000 Wilson, a total amount of $117,000. I'll take a motion. Actually, we'll do a roll call. It involves money.
Well, we need the.
Do you want to
motion.
discuss it?
We need the motion first.
I need the motion first. Okay.
I'd like to say-
I have a motion by Commissioner LaHaye
And I'll support.
and support by Commissioner Kozlowski.
So,
Discussion?
yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Brenda first.
these figures, did this go by the number of runs per township?
I'll tell you where it went by. So we had calculated it from last year, I believe, or the previous, whenever it was, previous year. I talked to Kim and someone, not that Kim over there, but well, I did talk to her. Didn't you bring this to my attention? Yeah, so I talked to both Kims. Apparently there was 120, I didn't talk to that Kim.
Right, just clarifying.
Kim the treasurer and Kim in our office.
Okay,
And apparently there was the amount was 120, but no one knew why it was 120. And so she looked into it and said she couldn't find anything. So I said, we'll just go back to the same amount that we've used in the past, which was the 117. Because if we had increased it, I was leaning heavily towards giving Sanborn Township the extra 3. I didn't know whether that would look.
That wouldn't look good.
Yeah, no, so I just said, stick with the 117 because that's what we've done in the past. And until, if someone has better information that we can break this down on. Brenda is correct that in the past, at one point, I believe it was done on a number of runs basis. But the problem is it gets, you get like the Sanborn, and I'm sure, because I go to the township meetings, they keep track of how many runs, but
They all do.
yeah, but then you get into someone having to recalculate every year, and so that wasn't done, hasn't been done, so we're.
It should be done.
Well, we're sticking,
Like a recalculation, like.
I said, yeah, I
We'll
said,
get
I just
something.
said that we would do, well, and again, I'll
This
just.
whole ambulance thing is just
Well,
mutter in the water.
I know, that's why I said I don't want
Mhm.
to change anything right now, because moving forward, we just gave them an additional 200, well, the city, an additional 200,000. So I think right now, no one's complained. Actually, to go back,
Yeah.
we were not paying them probably, I don't know how many years ago it was, but we
No,
just,
we quit paying them.
yeah. So we quit
And I-
paying them a number of
Right,
years ago
and then we just brought it back.
because we had additional money in the.
Right.
In the ambulance fund that we could cover this.
Right.
So that's when we decided. And at that time, I think I can't remember, it's been,
We went by
Several
the number
years.
of runs.
yeah. But
So this really,
well, so the only reason I would say I'm in what we can do if you guys are good with it, I would say stick with this because we're already behind from paying this from, when do we pay this? When does the city take the money? Was it in October? I can't remember, but we're behind. Kim Ludlow told me that we were behind on paying this. We did pay it last year. We approved it last year at the same time. So actually, last year was on the 14th of February.
so you're gonna be taking care of this ambulance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put you in
Should be
charge.
taken care. I used to serve on.
So,
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, for quite a few years.
You would know. Yeah.
Well, I know it.
Yeah.
But I guess right now at this point, because of what happened, we'll have to go with this until
yeah, I think
we get the amount of runs they make.
what I would suggest is that we ask them. So if we're gonna do this next year, like, I don't know when the time is, I guess they would have the numbers.
Well, sure, every department has their numbers, ambulance runs.
You could do
They have to
you
have.
could do the previous year. You know what I mean? For the next one, you could do 20, I mean, it's not gonna be, there's no way to like
Well,
figure it
this
out.
is-
till-
No,
Yes,
they
or
should
not,
start
yes.
sending us.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Per
is
month.
Well, but I
Or-
know Sanborn can fluctuate on how many runs they do a month. Usually they're doing at least, it seems like one a day. So,
Because, we may not, you not be fair on this. Some of them complained, I wouldn't blame them.
well, and
But because this all got lost track of how it should be, it should go back to where it used to be. And then we'll know exactly how much each township should receive.
I do
Because we
know,
don't have it,
yeah,
we have no choice.
I would say we'll go with this. We can get that information.
Mhm.
And I do know from going to the township meetings, at least Sanborn Township, that, they were discussing every time they would do the budget that they're no longer getting it.
Mhm.
And then, whatever it was, a couple of years ago, I said we were gonna start paying it.
And we did.
So,
We did start paying it.
so I'm perfectly fine with sticking with what we got for this year and then moving forward. We'll just make sure that
Yeah.
we reach out to them and get those numbers ahead of time.
Yes.
It could be one, like the last intergovernmental of the year. We could bring it up at intergovernmental because all your townships are represented at that. And just be like, hey, make sure you get your numbers in
Yeah.
to the commissioner's office
Are you
before
stepping after
October
that?
30th. What? You want me to stand up and say something?
Yeah.
I don't care.
No,
But it'd be October.
we should just say something to each
Yeah. We can send out
township
an
fire
email.
department.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fine.
But we're gonna start asking again for those numbers.
Yeah.
Because
And
if
then
we're
make it a
paying them
habit,
that
so we
money,
always
Well,
have them.
Kim started to break down a percentage. Kim Ludlow started to break down when I was in her office and I said, don't spend all that extra time. Just it's probably easier to stick with what we already have because some of those amounts would be oddball numbers.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and then how do you put a
well, you're not,
price on it? Right, you know,
so
what I
we're
mean?
gonna have to go with what it was
Make a formula.
until we get to where it should be.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Can we go ahead and do roll call, Kim?
Commissioner LaHaye,
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have any questions?
No, I just wondered how you determine the amounts.
Yeah.
Kind of explain that you didn't know.
Yeah, right?
Well,
I'm sorry. Could we begin again? It's my fault.
Commissioner LaHaye,
here,
Yes or no?
huh?
yes.
Yes,
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski, Commissioner LaLonde.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
that was fun.
Take care of.
Okay, so next, item number 8, we have the ambulance fund monthly report to receive and file. We do have these attachments. Has everybody had a chance to review them?
Who did the reports?
I think they're just pulled out of the,
I think they're yeah, I thought they were just automated.
Mary Catherine did the
well, it
budget.
looks like
Correct.
Amanda pulled them. She's all over this stuff.
Somebody should be, yeah.
If there's, I'll take a motion to receive and file the ambulance fund monthly report.
make the motion.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner LaHaye,
Support.
support from Commissioner Kozlowski. Discussion?
I'm going over it,
Okay, no, you're fine.
because I just received it.
Take your time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. It's Jeopardy.
You're not bothering me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Eric, should I let her use my pen?
I got one, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice pen.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, special made pens.
Okay, I don't see anything on here that's outrageous. No, I'm good.
Okay. Ambulance fund monthly report received and filed. Okay, number 9, we have the Veterans Affair Office monthly report to receive and file. Can I get a motion for that?
I just want to ask, the veterans,
I think we need a motion before we do discussion.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, motion by Commissioner LaHaye,
support.
support by Commissioner Fournier. Okay, discussion?
I see on here that they put by World War II era, Korea, the Korean and the Vietnam, and so like each person that was during that era, they come in and they put down this, you're from this era. So
Yeah, I think those are the people that come in. and
like
they
from
help.
Vietnam, you worked your service in Vietnam, so
I never,
So if you're,
I'm on the Veterans Board, but I've never been in service.
so anybody that goes in there, depending on what era you were involved with,
right.
Yeah.
so you're probably gonna be, it's gonna be hard to find World War II era.
I was gonna say World War II, that's
There could be someone
probably
out there, but it's,
Yes.
zero.
Pretty rare.
yeah, it's, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, okay.
Those are like
So that's what I
75
thought,
years or
like-
something.
The Korean era, 6 people, so they served during the Korea area,
So
so that
those are the people that actually came into the office to
during
get,
that era,
yeah.
Korean, okay.
Korean War.
Yeah, that's.
So some of the
Yeah, okay.
some of the coverages are different considering where you served. There's additional coverages for specific things for the people that served in Vietnam because of the exposure that they were to. So, right, Agent Orange, things like that. So then when it comes to certain things, it's like 100% covered. But when it comes to the Korean War, not necessarily, like the eye coverage isn't as great and some things like that. So I mean, I
Okay.
actually, yeah, so there is a,
So there's a procedure they go by for whatever error.
absolutely, that's a really good question. That's why.
Well,
Because I didn't
yeah,
know.
it's basically there are specific war times that veterans may have been involved with. So I don't know what the peacetime era is,
I don't, yeah.
I wasn't aware of that one.
but I know like Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation OEF, which is Operation.
Your mental health coverage is better.
Well, I'm just saying that was basically, was that 20 years ago?
Okay.
So.
Okay, now I know.
Most of your Vietnam vets get 100% coverage,
As she did.
as all of them should. Okay, so we're gonna receive and file the Veterans Affairs Office monthly report. Is there any other discussion at this time? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go into closed session. Oh, can I get a motion to go into closed session?
No,
Oh, you
roll
got
call.
to finish up on the
Yeah, we didn't,
roll call the veterans file.
Oh, shucks. See, you made me chair. Can I get a roll call for the Veterans Affairs Office monthly report?
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Lalone.
Yes. Okay, gonna open it back up for other discussion. As hearing none, we're gonna move into closed session.
Make a motion, we go into closed session.
Thank you.
Support.
I have a motion by Commissioner Kozlowski, support by Commissioner Fournier.
Could you please close the door, Kim? Oh,